All right, let's continue with our lesson. We are on page 437, and then we're doing example number 1. We just learned about entering an equation, so let's do that. So let's look at our window here. So consider the equation 2x minus 25. So the first thing is clear any equation you may have in your window. Go to Zoom, go to standard. So you're just working with the basic setup. And now let's enter an equation. I'll enter 2x minus 25. Not negative 25 is minus. Don't use that button. Use this button. And then enter 25. Now when you graph it, okay, you only see an edge of it. You want to see more. Okay, so this time you want to see more to the right. This is x max. This is x min. This is x left is x min. Right is x max. So I want to change x max to higher. And then I want to see more to the bottom. So that's y min to the bottom. Y max is on top. So let's go to window. It's better to change it manually. So I want to see more on the x to the right. But for y, I want to see more to the bottom. So let's just double those numbers. Okay, here we go. But I still don't see the y-intercept. I almost see it. Okay, so change the window again. So the most frequent asked question is how do we change the window? Basically, it's guess and check. You just play with the number. You just make sure you know the direction. X are the left and right. Y are the up and down. And then you just change the number accordingly. Just try different number, try and error until you get the right number. Now look at my graph. It looks pretty good, right? So to answer the questions here, my window go from negative 10 to 20. The increment is 1. Okay, well, let's change it maybe. Let's change the increment, the window, because it's too close. Let's change it to 5, like that. Okay, let's look at my graph. Now it looks pretty good now. Okay, so let's change it to 5. And then for my y, it's go from negative 30, right? Negative 20 is not enough. It's not far enough. To 10, I didn't change that, and then change it to 5. Okay, so on this graph, you can write negative 30 to 10. This is y min, y max. And then here, negative 10 to 20, x min, x max. And my graph goes somewhat like that. Okay, let's determine the x value determine the value of y when x is 45. Well, to find x is easy. Just trace, go here, trace 4.5. See, they give you the coordinate pair. When x is 4.5, y is negative 16. So the step is trace 4.5. The answer is y is negative 16. Now algebraically verify the answer, which means do it algebra, like put in numbers. 2x, x is 4.5, so just put like this. Okay, so 2 times 4.5 is 9. 9 minus 25 is negative 16, so verify is the same. Now use a graphic calculator to determine the value of x when y is negative 6.4. Remember we say there's no direct way, you need to do it indirectly. How do you do it? Okay, y equal negative 6.4. You type this whole thing in your equation window. So go to y equal, go to the second one, negative, not minus, negative 6.4. Now you have two equations. So, and then you graph, you see something like that. See, this is the second equation. The answer is right there. The calculator will find that point for you. So go to second function, calculate, and then let's do intersect. When there's only two equations, first curve will pick y1, enter. Second curve, they will pick y2 for you, enter. Finally, guess, just hit enter, which means you enter 3 times. And then see, they show you the intersection. When y is negative 6.4, x is 9.3. So the answer is x is 9.3. To do it algebraically, you do this. Y is negative 6.4 to x minus 25. Okay, to solve this equation, you add 25 to both sides. So if you add 25 here is 18.6. Finally, divide everything by 2. 9.3. Verify. Okay, so this is an example how to use the calculator. Alright, let's moving on to other features of the calculator. Determine the x-intercept. Alright, so how to determine the x-intercept? Like in this question, they give you this equation. Well, I'll just use the same equation here. How to determine this point, x-intercept? I'll go to y equal. Let's delete this second equation. So I'm just working with this equation. Where's my y-intercept? My y-intercept is right there, okay, where they cross the x-axis. In the calculator, they have this calculate features looking for 0. 0 is x-intercept. So I'm following this step. So second function calculate 0. Now it depends on what you choose. Now they don't ask you first equation, second equation. They ask you left bound, right bound. What does it mean? It means they want because this line actually is go on forever. So you need to specify a boundary where you're looking for the answer. Now visually, you know the answer is right there. What you need to do is you need to specify the left to the answer and right of the answer. Then the computer, the calculator, will just look within that window. Okay, so as long as your cursor is to the left of your answer, that's okay, left bound. So anywhere to the left. So right now you're to the left of this point, so you just hit enter. Now to the right, and then you see the arrow here. Now to the right, well, this is your cursor. Just keep the right button until you're finally passing to the right. Doesn't matter up or down, we talk about left, right here. So as long as you're moving to the right of this point, you're fine. Hit enter. See, like you specify, let me move away. Do you see the little arrow? So you're telling the computer, the calculator, to find within this range. So within this range, the answer is there. Okay. The guess, it doesn't matter where the cursor is. The guess, just hit enter. I don't know why they ask guess. Just hit enter. You find the answer. You see, it says 0 is at 12.5. 0 is x-intercept is 12.5 for this example. Okay, I'm using a different equation from the book, so it's different. Okay, so how do you find the y-intercept? The y-intercept is much easier, okay, because the y-intercept, we know what x is. What x is, right? When if you're looking for y-intercept, you let x be 0. If you know the value of the independent variable, x equal to 0, all you need to do is trace that. So if you just trace 0, right? You can only trace the x value. When x is 0, which means you're looking for the y-intercept, is negative 25. Very easy. Okay, y-intercept is very easy to find. X-intercept, you need to go through those like button. Okay, so come back here, trace 0, always give you y-intercept of a graph. Is negative 25 for this one. Okay, do we have an example? Yeah, here we go. All right, example number 2. In each case, use the feature of the graphic calculator, find the x and y-intercept of this function. Okay, let's go. Let's go to y equal. Let's delete my first one. Now, some calculator, if you do alpha y equal, they allows you to enter a fraction. In here, I cannot, but some of you can do that. So alpha y equal give you a hidden menu which allow you to enter a fraction. For me, I'll just enter it manually. When you enter a fraction like this one, it implies there's a bracket on top. Everything on top is the numerator, so you put in a bracket. Bracket 5x plus 15, close bracket. This whole thing is the numerator. If you don't have a bracket, it will be wrong. You divide that by 3. Okay, so this is your fraction. My graph is like this. Okay, if you don't like your graph, once again, you can zoom standard. So you always go back to the kind of the standard window. I see both x and y intercepts, so it's good. I'll just use the standard window. Let's find the easy one first. Which one is easier to find, x or y? Y-intercept is easy to find because I just need to trace 0. Okay, trace 0. 0 is 5. Okay, so I roll y-intercept. I trace 0, which is equal to 5, which means the coordinate is 0, 5. Okay, x-intercept. Oh, more complicated. Second function, trace, and then you choose zeros. Okay, so let's do that. In here, second function trace, number 2, 0. Okay, and then left bound. Well, I'm to the this is the x-intercept. I need to move to the left of it. So let's move. Move. I'm here. Enter. And then let's move to the right. See? You're just moving left and right. And then, guess, just hit enter. And they will give you the 0. Oh, negative 3, 0. So the answer is negative 3. If I write as coordinate, x is negative 3, y is 0. That's my y-intercept. Let's try the second one. Okay, second example. Okay, now I have a parabola. So clear everything. Negative x, enter the square is this button, plus x plus 6. Okay, it's a parabola. Okay, it looks pretty good. I see the max, I see the y-intercept, x-intercept, so I don't need to adjust my window. So let's find out the y-intercept first. Trace 0. Here we go, 0, 6. That's the answer. Y-intercept, 0, 6. Okay, x-intercept. Well, there are two of them. Then you need to do it 2 times. Find one at a time. So let's find, doesn't matter which one you find to find. Let's find the left one. So second function, calculate. In 0, left of that, so you move. I'm to the left of this, enter. Right, so move, just to the right of that, enter. The answer is -2. So my first 0 is -2, 0, my x-axis. Now let's find the second one. So do the same thing, second function, calculate 0. To the left of it, the second one is here. I am to the left of it, so just hit enter, doesn't matter. Now to the right of it is, you need to move all the way past this point. So you move. I'll give you a shortcut. You can click forever, or this is big above 3, right? Let's jump, let's say you can 5. You can actually enter the value. Right bound, you can just enter 5, for example. Then you're just jumping to 5. See? 0 to 5. You just jump to it. Now enter. So then you don't need to move forever. The answer is 3, 0. There are 2 x-intercept, as you can see here, and you just find both of them. Alright, so what more? Okay, so more features. For example, let's try this question. Okay, so I'm entered this new equation. I put it in a bracket. They draw the bracket for you. 2x minus 11 over 7. And then I graph it. Okay, I graph it. This is how it looks like. If I want to find the 0, okay, so let's find the 0. So left bound, right bound, or just type, let's say jump to 10, right? Right bound, this is quicker. That's the answer. 5.50. So what are they saying is you can turn this number 5.5 into a fractions. How do you do it? Okay, while you're still at this screen, so go here, second function quit. Go second function, you want to just quit it. So back here. And then you hit X here. Because when you do the graph, they let X to the value that you have found. And then you go to X, you enter X here, you go to math, and then the first one, it says turn to fraction. You just hit enter, see X turn to fraction, and enter. Wow, it turned that 5.5 into 11.2 for you. Sometimes you want a fractions, okay? And then sometimes it even, look at this. Let's try to find the y-intercept. So go back to the graph to find the y-intercept. Trace 0. That's my y-intercept. Now they assign y to equal to this value. So when you go out to the outer window, all right, they already let x be 0. So if you type x, you can see now it's equal to 0. Y, so how do you type y here? So alpha 1 give you y. Alpha 1 give you y. Oh, that's a, see? Do you see the green y here? So this is the y value. So try that again. Y. You can turn that into a fraction by go to math, turn it into a fraction. It works for any numbers. Oh, that weird number is actually -11 over 7. So this is just a math trick how to turn a number into a fraction. Finally, how do you find a max minimum value? So let's do this quickly. We have 1 minute. So you enter a parabola, negative x squared. It's very similar to finding the 0. You just need to specify left and right. So this is my graph. Okay, I can't see the top. Let's change the window. The top, I just want to make it 20. Oh, I still can't see it. Let's make it 30. Okay, now I want to find out this maximum point. So second function, calculate. So now maximum is 4. If you're looking for minimum, look for 3. So maximum, okay, left of this, right of the maximum. This is the maximum. I'm going past to it. And now just hit enter. They tell you the answer. Now, when they read this, you just read the 2 decimal point. This read 2.5. So your maximum point is 2.5 and 20.25. That's your maximum coordinate. Okay, so that's the end of this chapter. Make sure you go through the whole section step by step. See you.